Good afternoon. Welcome back to Music Scrap, the Musical Scrapper. I'm continuing with my Hopewell Rocks watercolor mixed media canvas because it's mixed media, but mostly watercolor and air dry clay, of course. So on a wrapped canvas. Oops. So this is a finishing the details and adding the trees. So right now I'm going in with indigo to get my darkest dark crevices in the rocks. I'm actually adding a little more detail than that's in the picture that I printed off, because in real life there would be more detail. Oh, I need to add a little water to my brush here. So I'm using a number 4 round by Curry's, which is an art store. It is an art store here in Canada. So these would be considered student grade watercolor brushes. So I'm using them. I was using my good ones, and then I realized I should not be using my good watercolor brushes on the clay, because I'll ruin my so that's about it for that. All right. Okay. So those look darker on screen than they are here for me. Although I did go a little overboard. Dang it, of course I did. Why would I want to stop when it looked good? What are you doing, Presto? Come here. What are you doing? Come here. You can talk to me? Hello. I don't know if you guys can hear her or not, but she's talking to me. She's talking to Mommy, aren't you, Presto? You answering me? I was trying to take off some of that dark because, yeah, it went a little overboard. All right. Leave it alone, Jean. Leave it alone. Okay. So now just a little dark under these small rocks. To define the shape and the bottom. All right. And this one. And this one. This one's not too bad, actually. Okay, good. Yes, Dorothy, you should be able to double tap your cap. Double tap your shift key and it should lock in the caps dot. And if it doesn't, then you have to go into your settings under your keyboard and turn on that option for cap lock. All right, so that all looks good. Okay. All right. So now, trees. So I'll need this first because I need to put in my stems, trunks. Burnt umber. Oh no. Uh-oh, what happened there? Fingerprint by the look of it. Have to cover it with the tree. Lift up as much of it as I can and cover the rest with a tree. Oh, that's not too bad. It lifted. Okay, cover the rest with a tree. Well, I've seen Orla on Twitter, but she hasn't been at many streams in chat. I think she's still at her brother's and helping with her sons and helping with the grandkids, I think. So I think that makes it hard for her to get in. All right, I need a clean paper towel here. Actually, I need to put the open end under there, and that'll help better. Keep it flat. Okay. All right, which way are these guys leaning? Oh, well, Jean, it would help if you had a wet enough brush here. The ones over here are evergreen. There's some evergreen here and some deciduous. So I'm doing the... Canada has the largest forests, combined forest, which means trees, both deciduous and evergreen trees, and the East Coast has them. Just ones. But they're very skinny trees, not a whole lot of branches. It's going to be mostly covered up with branches, leaves anyway, so I'm just trying to get a few. Yay, Dot! Woohoo! Way to go. All right, now on to the greens. So I'm going to start with shadow green, which is my darker. And I best clean out my mixing area here. I have a larger mixing area, but the problem is this canvas is so big I'm not set up right now to do it. I want to get my desk set up so that I can also use my desktop easel that Orla got me when I'm painting. Yeah, definitely got to glue those half pans down. Okay. Here we go. First with the shadow green. Or, no. My goodness, Jean. What are you thinking? You gotta do your lights first. Okay. So, I'm going to do my leaf green first, which will be my lightest lights. And I'm going to do it a fairly thick mix just because it is so light. Which coast is this? This is on the east coast of Canada, and it's in the Bay of Fundy in southern New Brunswick. The Bay of Fundy is the bay of the Atlantic Ocean. There are little bushes down here too that don't really have, it's all bushes. So even though I'm not putting any branches in there, it is all bushes. So this is leaf green. my Shinhan watercolors that I'm using right now. And I need a little more water in my brush. But I don't want it too wet because I want this green to be it's very transparent, so you need to use it thickly to get some coverage. All right, so that's my light there, and over here, whoops. Well, that was fun. Poor little misshapen tree there. Poor little guy. Okay. So now on to my sap green, which is my medium green, mid-tones. And now with my very small detail brush, I will go in with my shadow green. Thanks, Judy Patootie. Much appreciated. Okay. So my shadow green. This will be a little thinner, so it's not too strong. Little water. Ugh. Oh, dang it. And that's why I was being so careful. Hold on. I'm going to use the end of my paintbrush here. Oh, well, don't poke it through the baby wipe, Jean. There we go. Thanks, Bonnie. I know, it's so fun to work on this kind of a I'm going to have to go back in again at the end, I think, with just a little bit of the lighter green, just to brighten up a couple spots again. I'll turn it around in a minute to do my final details with it right side up. This is further away, so it won't have as many like details. Just enough so that you know it's trees. All right, so let's turn it up. All right, so I do need a little bit more of the brights back in there, I think. I'm just going to use my small brush and go back in with my leaf green. Just add a few more brights. Back in. Just in a couple spots. Just another layer so that it stays sunshiny. And I didn't really dry in between the layers because you want your greens to all commingle, because there wouldn't be, you're not going to see the detail on the trees. You want essence of trees. Like that. I like it. I like it. That one's good over there, as is. Okay. All right. I think it's finished. What do you think, guys? Is it finished? I think I need to leave well enough alone. So, yeah, I'm glad I went back and put that raw sienna back on those rocks, because it was almost a disaster there for a minute. Almost a disaster. So anybody see any spots that I don't see, Dot? That may need a little bit of, I think I need to put a little, hold on. I need to take out just a little bit of this with my medium round here. Now that I've got those trees in there, I'm going to take a little bit of my shading green and a little bit of the other green. And I'm just going to, and a little bit of the indigo. Let's see what I can, I just need to, need to take a little bit off the top there. I had a little bit too much glow on the top. There we go. A little too much sunlight coming through after those trees. All right. Thanks, Judy. Thanks, Bunny. Thanks, Lori. Yay, Kimberly. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Bonnie's Hub. So, Hopewell Rocks, it's called. I'm going to just heat gun these trees so I don't forget they're wet and stick a finger or something in them. Thanks, Bonnie. Of course, this part of this rock no longer exists. It fell off. Part of the poor elephant's face fell off. All right, so. So thank you, everyone, for joining my painting party. Oh, I need to sign it. I'm going to use my black Sharpie. Ta-da! And I'm just going to scribble on some paper. So any pigment that transferred onto that tip doesn't clog it. So I'm just going to scribble. All right. So thanks everyone for watching. If you watched the recording, thank you so much. All right, so we'll see you later at Paula's if no one else streams in between. I need something to eat. Thank you, guys.